What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is your first time here. Who the man? You the man. Can you do it? Yes, you can. My name is Javaris, and thank you for stopping by. If you like videos on men's fashion, so that's ranging from streetwear all the way into sneakers and even stylish suits, I'd really appreciate it if you go ahead and give me a subscribe down below. I'm on the road to 500 subscribers, so go ahead and make sure you smash that subscribe button. So as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be doing a sneaker review on the Jordan 1 Mid and that tropical twist colorway. So this shoe right here. So I mean, if you're in the sneaker community and you know like those Jordan Mids, a lot of people have a lot to say about them. Some people just are not strong fans of the Jordan Mids in comparison to the highs. There are a few differences between the two. I know a lot of people who are new to growing their sneaker collection are starting to get more into the Jordan Mids because honestly they're just a lot, I'm not gonna say always, but they're typically cheaper than the Jordan highs. So, but I know like true sneakerheads are, or at least from what I hear, they're just not huge fans of the Jordan 1 Mids for whatever reason. And there are a couple differences in terms of like quality and other things, but I'm not gonna get into that in this video because that can take me on a whole nother wave of things. If you want me to explain some differences between the Jordan 1 Mids versus the highs, then let me know that and I'll do a separate video on that. But this video is specifically going to be reviewing, again, the Jordan 1 Mids and that tropical twist colorway. So this shoe right here. So if that sounds interesting, keep on watching. Alright, so recently I did do a sneaker review of the Jordan 1 Lows in a UNC colorway. So if you haven't watched that, make sure you go check that one out after you watch this video. But basically, I'm pretty much going to be doing a similar structure as far as actually reviewing the shoe as I did in that video. So as you can, just like the typical Jordan 1 Mid, you're going to get that standard black Jumpman box with the 23 paper that comes in the box. So that's what you can expect when it comes to it. Now I'm going to pretty much get straight into pricing and where you can actually expect to purchase this shoe. Also, I meant to say before we get into that really quick, I want to say at the end of the video, after I'm done reviewing it and talking about everything that I want to say about it, I'm going to give a how to style, or maybe even two, I don't know yet, how to style what you can wear with this shoe, how I would style it basically. So if you want to see that, make sure you stay to the end. So getting straight into pricing, my advice when it comes to getting this shoe is going to always be to start with retail. If you can, always buy any shoe you can for retail because that's just going to be the cheaper option and you're going to be 100% sure that you're actually getting an authentic pair. So I believe I got my shoe from City Gear. If not City Gear, then I got it from Hibbett Sports, but I'm pretty sure it was City Gear. And I believe the price was $100. If not 100, then it was $115. So either way, that's still a good price for a Jordan. And of course, when I say retail, I'm referring to, you know, typical sneaker stores. So, you know, Foot Locker, City Gears, Finish Line, those type of stores. That's where I always recommend to look there first. Even the Nike app or the Nike website will be a good place to start. But obviously, sometimes that's not always the case. In fact, I don't think I've seen this pair of shoes in a retail store in a while. So just like this one and many other ones, you're probably going to have to go to a reseller. So GOAT, Flight Club, StockX, those are three good ones that I always recommend to people. There are other ones, of course, but those are the three that I typically would recommend to someone else. So from what I've seen, the prices are ranging from about $120 to $140. So you're going to be able to get them in that general range, which is still a pretty good price. Also, in regards to sizing, this is definitely a shoe that I say it is true to size. So mine, if anyone wants to know, is a 10.5. I wear a range between 10 and 11, so that 10.5 is always like a good sweet spot for me. So yeah, that's the size that I got if anybody just wanted to know. So now I'm gonna quickly kind of go over the actual details of the shoe. So starting off at the top of the shoe, you're gonna have that really nice white tumble leather toe box, which I'm always a fan of. I definitely like the white as opposed to the shoes that have black at the toe box because I feel like it makes the shoe look a little more vibrant. Moving along to the actual side, again, you still have that nice white on the side, but the swoosh is in that tropical twist colorway, which is pretty much just like a teal or even a light turquoise type color. You're gonna have the basketball wing Jumpman on the side, which again, I really like that detail. And I'm really a fan of the swoosh being this turquoise color as opposed to black. I think it makes it stand out a little bit more. But moving along to the laces and the tongue of the shoe. So you're gonna have the regular style laces, and they do come with this black pair of laces. As I said before in my other video, if you want to change them out, you're welcome to do that. But I typically like to keep the same color or the same laces that come with the actual shoe. But if you don't, you can change them out. I actually have seen white in this shoe, but I think the black just looks better in my opinion. On the tongue, you're going to have that Jumpman, again in that same tropical twist color. So I think that stands out a lot. And again, this is going to be the Jumpman as opposed to the Nike Air like the highs. On the outer sole or the bottom of the shoe is going to be that all black, which I really like. I'm not a fan of lighter toned outer soles because typically they get dirty faster. So I'm so glad they didn't make it white nor this tropical twist color. So the black I think was the best route for them to go. But the bottom of the shoe has a really nice design, but it's typical for the normal Jordan. And I think they did a really good job incorporating just black within this shoe without making it look too dark in my opinion, because you have the black going around that smooth leather of the black going around the toe box. You have the black laces, the black tongue, the black outer sole, as well as a black interior. But that pretty much wraps up me detailing the shoe. That's pretty much all there is to it. I'm gonna try to do a zoom in on it so you can see a little better one last time. But now I'm gonna kind of move on into giving the actual review, giving my opinion of the shoe. And overall, I can say that I think this is a pretty dope shoe. I think it's a quality shoe, especially for it to be a Jordan 1 mid and for it to be still in that $100 price range. Nowadays, it seems like you can't even really get a good shoe without paying at least $200. So I'm glad that this one is, and it's in the lower $100 range too at that. So I definitely recommend and like this shoe. But yeah, overall, I really think that they are stepping up the game and the quality when it comes to making Jordan 1 mids. Personally, I never really had an issue when it comes to the mids in general, but I know a lot of sneakerheads just were not a fan of the mids as opposed, again, compared to the highs. But I think this is a pretty good shoe for it to be a mid. Really, I mean, I keep saying for it to be a mid, but I think this is a great shoe in general. Something else that I kind of wanted to touch on in this review that I didn't really get on in the last review that I did is for those of you who are thinking about, or if you're wanting to get into sneaker selling. I've never personally done it, but I know that's like a popular topic, so I definitely wanted to bring it up in this video. So if you're thinking about like getting a lot of these shoes for possible resale, my recommendation or opinion as far as like the research that I've done and kind of just hearing around, I would say yes and no. I wouldn't necessarily say buying high quantities of this shoe, but it's still pretty popular and it's still getting some traction. I just am not sure of, especially when it comes to those larger sizes. But in general, when it comes to if you're trying to resell shoes, always go for the smaller sizes because they just do better in general. But yeah, I think it's one of these shoes that you should just kind of keep your eye out on. But for now, I wouldn't go to purchasing high quantities of these because I don't think it's as popular at this moment. So here is the gist of the fit. Can you see? Yeah. So this is something slight that I will wear with it. It's a lot of things that I kind of want to talk about it really quickly. So firstly, a lot of people probably are not going to like this tan. In fact, I don't love it. I wish I had a black one of these vests. I think black would have definitely kind of went better with this. But some people may like that splash of random color. If I could have figured out a way to incorporate the tan somewhere else, maybe it could work. But I think I put it on only because I just didn't want it to simply look like a t-shirt and some pants. I think the best still, even though I'm not in love with the color personally, or the color choice, for the time being, it's kind of what I had. And I still think with the vest, it adds like an extra layer of, you know, a little something extra to the fit as opposed to just being like a t-shirt and some pants, like I said. This shirt, I do not remember where I got it from, but I had it like for years and it's like that exact same color as the shoes, so I thought that was dope. So I definitely wanted to wear it with this. These pants I actually got from Boohoo Man. These are actually joggers, so they fit all the way down at the bottom. But something I wanted to say about when it comes to wearing like either highs or mids, I personally think they just look better when you either have on shorts or less tight fitting pants. So our cargo pant or any pant that's kind of like looser fitting. I had some black cargo pants that I wanted to put on with this, but for whatever reason I cannot find them. So I threw these on. These aren't shorts, but I rolled them up so that way, I don't know, personally, I don't think this shoe looks as good with a skinnier fitting pant. So I think it looks better when you kind of cover up that tongue, personally, in my opinion. So this is something slight that I would do. That's why I rolled it up. What else did I want to say about it? Put on this fitted hat, but of course you don't got to do that. I just did it for an extra layer of black. But yeah, this is something that I would wear with it. I'm only gonna give y'all one outfit I did in this video because I may do a separate video where I'm just doing like a whole bunch of fits that you can do with different sneakers that I have. So I'm gonna just give you one in this video. Alright guys, and that brings me to the conclusion of this video. I pretty much just wrapped up everything that I had to say regarding the shoe, and I even gave you a styling idea of how I would style this shoe. If you want more sneaker reviews, definitely be sure to let me know that in the comments. And again, be sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up.